So my parents love to tell this story. I'm 4 years old and it's the day before preschool, and all the kids and parents are getting together so they can get to know each other, see the environment. And I proceed to go up to each and every child, stick out my hand and say, "Hi, I'm Sean Swenson. Hi, I'm Sean Swenson." Now, that seems like such an awkward thing to do, but I wasn't used to being social with all those kids, so it was very exciting for me. And, well, I enjoyed it. And the socializing didn't end there. First day of preschool, during nap time, just laying on my cot with my little blanket, and I'm so excited. And I lean to the kid next to me and I say, "You see that marble track over there? It's going to be so much fun to play with that. Shh! See that teddy bear over there? I just love that. Shh!" But I couldn't help it. I was so excited. But I guess it wasn't such a good thing to be social because I would go on to spend the next year sleeping by myself on a cot in the hallway. And sure, it seems funny, but it was the first time that my personality seemed to be depressed a little. And it didn't end there. It wasn't okay to be me. Like, I used to have these G.I. Joe figures, and I would take them and put them in their Jeep, and they would go and have these great war adventures, and when they were done, they'd come back and they'd take Barbie and Skipper out for a date, and they'd go out to the beach party and they'd have a great time. But the other kids didn't like the idea of that. It wasn't normal for a kid to play with dolls, even if they were his sisters. So I started to depress myself. And I started to get more closed in. And I didn't look at myself. And I'd just walk with my hands to my side, not looking at anyone, seemingly unaware that most of the laughs that were coming were at me. So I turned it around. And I became sharp-witted and funny. I would do anything to make the kids laugh, because if they were laughing with me, they weren't laughing at me. But they were still laughing at me. And I realized that. Even when they were pushing me into garbage cans, calling me names in the hallway. But I had my niche. I was the funny kid. The fat, funny kid. And it went that way all the way through high school. Being the fat, funny kid. Being called names like, "Hey, look, it's Gay Sean. You believe that freak?" And then one day, 9th grade, sitting in the second row of English class, the multicultural came in. And they were talking about this great program, this Anytown program. And it was run by this company, Community Tampa Bay, and they couldn't describe it. It was the weirdest thing. They were trying to tell us about it, and all they could focus on was the food. It would say, this program, it will change your life. I mean, we do all these things, but the food is awesome. I mean, they have all you can eat, and their cookies are amazing, but we do these activities, and they're great activities, but the food is awesome. I thought that was weird that they really couldn't tell us what it was. But it was something to do. Not like I had many friends that I would hang out with during the summer. And at least the food would be good. So I went, and as I'm stepping onto the bus with my bag, I turn, my eyes met a group of African Americans sitting at the back of the bus. And they called out, "What's your name, white boy?" And I thought, great. It's going to be the same thing. A week trapped, being made fun of. Well, at least the food will be good. But as soon as we got there, the staff just seemed so welcoming. Like, they seemed genuinely interested in who you are and where you came from in life. And I mean, there were activities, don't get me wrong. I probably couldn't describe them after the fact, but they were really great. And one day, I went up to a counselor because we had these songs that we sang and they had dances, and I wasn't really getting one. And it was about this wishy-washy woman. And I went up to this counselor, JJ, and I said, could you help me, get this dance down? I want to really get it. She said, sure. And she's showing me how to really get down, and these two guys walk by and they say, what are you, gay? And I didn't think much of it. I wasn't gay, and I'd heard it all the time. But some counselors shuffled me into a room, and they took the kids off, probably to read on the riot act, and they said, no matter who you are, it's okay. And I really genuinely believed them. And I didn't know it, but something really important had happened at Anytown. And as soon as I got home, it started to take effect. I wanted to be myself, to find myself, whoever that was, that I'd been neglecting for so long. And I got into theater and really broke out of my shell, discovered things like the arts and humanities, and it was all because of Anytown and Community Tampa Bay. And for the first time in a very long time, I was able to look people in the eye and say, hi, I'm Swenson. What's your name?